Hello, dear friends. This is your AI and IoT man, January. So today we are going to talk about artificial intelligence. So let's jump in. So we're going to talk about AI prerequisite, AI cost structure, demand for AI, what is artificial intelligence, history of AI, and some of AI applications. So if you want to start the AI career, so first of all, you have to understand the logic of mathematics, statistics, probability, linear algebra, and calculus. Programming skills like C programming, like Python programming, Ala programming, and so on. You have to be willing to study and learn more about AI and have passion for data analysis and learning more concepts of AI. So throughout this AI course, first I will cover the Python programming fundamentals because this will be the first tool I'm gonna use for working with AI tasks. Then we're gonna talk about Python for data science. How do we apply Python for solving some of the AI and machine learning tasks and for analyzing data? Then we're going to talk about machine learning. What's machine learning? How do we apply pattern in machine learning? We're going to see how we can analyze and process images by using Python. Thereafter, we're going to talk about deep learning. How could we now make a prediction? How could we now detect and classify images using deep learning? Then at the end, we're going to talk about more advanced topics in AI, such as object detection, facial detection, and so on. So why are we talking about AI nowadays? So we are talking about AI because there are a huge computational power. We are having a huge computational servers and the computers which can deal with images and heavy tasks that would not happen before. So we have a big data. When we say big data, we have a stream of data which are coming from sensors, which are coming from traffic light, which are coming from video surveillance, which are coming from satellite, which come from cars, and so on. So we need a huge tool which could help us to analyze data in real time and in less amount of time. We are having data algorithm that we didn't have before. Also, we are having even the broad investment, more companies, more government, and the institutions are trying to invest in AI. So what is AI, guys? This is your time now. So here at the left side, you have a human being who is delivering a speech. At the right side, we have a parallel robot called Sophia. You have seen it is able to deliver a speech doing of Transform Africa. So at the bottom left side, you have a human, it's a nurse who can operate a patient, who can consult a patient. At the left side, again, you have a parallel robot which can do the similar task like a human for delivering, for making human consultation. So after having this picture, I think to understand now what's artificial intelligence. We say artificial intelligence now, it is the theory and development of a computer system that is able to perform tasks that normally requires human intelligence. Like you can have more examples like visual inspection, speech recognition, decision making, language translation, and so on. So actually, and in a simple way, you see artificial intelligence, now we try to have a computer system which can behave and perform activity like a human being. So the AI was started by a guy called Alan Turing, who has determined if a computer system can replace a human being. And in 1956, we have seen the definition of artificial intelligence by John McCarthy at Dartmouth conference. Then after we have seen the first laboratory of AI established by Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Then you have seen IBM Deep Blue beats the world champion Gary in the game of chess. Last, you have seen the IBM question answering system that was defeated two greatest champions. So from the beginning up to now, we have seen a tremendous growth of AI growth and applications. So we have different types of AI. First one, we have artificial neural intelligence, which refers to computer ability to perform a single task like a human. We have artificial general intelligence, which is a computer system which can perform any intellectual task like a human. We have artificial super intelligence, which is an artificial intelligence that surpasses the human intelligence in all activities. So we assume in the future, we are having the algorithm which can be better than a human being. That's the case of artificial super intelligence. So for working with AI, of course, we need some of the programming languages. Some of the programming languages for AI, you have Python programming, you have Java, you have Ala, you have C++, and so on. But actually, the Python programming is a very popular programming languages because it's of a huge number of libraries available for working with others. It is very popular. It has a larger community, it has a huge documentation on Google. It has a huge repository for machine learning, and it is easier to integrate with the other part of programming languages. So we have different application of AI. First one, when you go to Google, when you are searching certain word, when you first starting typing, a system tries to help you to guess what you are looking for. So this is the AI application. The Google is trying to match what you are looking with the existing content. So we have an example of AI application in Facebook. I think you have ever tried to create an account on Facebook. Then later, the Facebook has suggested you to be connected with the new friends. How do you think this comes? Actually, what is Facebook is using, it tries to use the facial recognition. It's trying to connect your friend maybe by looking from the picture where you are with your friends, then it tries to suggest this new friend for you. We have AI application at Twitter. So here, what is the application of this? The Twitter use the application for trying to differentiate the positive and the negative messages from the audience. So if it is a harmful messages, it can be avoided before. So we have another application for object detection. So at the side here, we can see we are able to detect the power line by using AI application. So with AI application, you can detect vehicles, even you can detect the speed and the location of the vehicle. So we can use an AI application for identifying and detecting the faces, and even you can use the AI application for recognizing who is in the image. See here, you can see the AI application is able to differentiate two man, Ilankunda and Janvier perfectly. So thank you. This is now your time. If you have any question or if you have any suggestion, feel free to type in the comments. Feel free to ask me more questions. I'm here for you, my friends. So for helping me to continue to deliver quality presentation and the quality content, please feel free to click on subscribe. I love you, my friend. This is your man, January.